Hey guys, Brian Hill with The Complete Combatant. This is the fourth in four videos. I really suggest you watch the other three first, but it doesn't matter. You can get through it, but watch the other ones. We're talking about four performance indicators as people step to the line. The first thing is they have to have clear goals. The second thing is they need to be fully present. Third thing is they need immediate feedback. And this will be the fourth and final thing. You need to be uncomfortable when you train. Let me say that again. You don't have to be physically uncomfortable. What you have to do is be pushing a little bit more than you're comfortable with. How much is the question? This is a management of arousal level, which is the psychological term for it. And what it means, are you overexcited, are you underexcited, or are you just right? Okay. What we need is a bit of excitement towards our training, a bit of challenge, a bit of pressure, a bit of anticipation, because these things cement learning and allow us to extend ourselves. If we come to the line and we're not really, this is a very easy drill for us, and so therefore we're not very excited about it, and we know we could shoot it in our sleep, that's not necessarily good for us. All right, we're way under excited for this. That means we're disassociative, we're not really paying attention to it, and we're not going to be able to just shoot at our highest level. In fact, we're kind of wasting time. You can always change the drill by paying attention to something different. And if I'm really good at a drill, then maybe I'm going to work on increasing my execution of it, or being more precise with it. All right, see what the outside edges of it are. But there are a lot of people in the world, they simply don't get excited anymore. If you come from a rough background, you get disassociative sometimes, and that's not a particularly good way to train. Now let's talk about the other end of it. People that get overexcited when they come to the line, their arousal level is through the roof, and everything makes it worse. If they see their hands trembling, which is a natural response, and it should be there, that means we're in the right physiological state. They'll feel their heart beating, their breath, and all of that makes it worse and worse and worse. Okay? And then they become dysregulated. All right? It means they're no longer able to control their emotional inputs into what they're about to do, and they usually pick something like going really fast or really accurate or trying really hard, and none of that solves it. What we need to do is give them a set of controls and get them back down to their arousal level, their EQ management. Regulate the breath. What are you feeling? What are you seeing? And how can you improve this? And take that drill and make it a one-factor drill, because they're worried about everything. So, all right, what did you see in the process? What did you feel? And that allows us to get back to manage that arousal level. Now, some people have spent a lifetime in pressure-filled environments, and they understand this, and they need a little bit of squeeze when they get to the line, and they're going to be just excited. All right. I've always said if I ever step to the line to do a demonstration, shoot something that matters, or to practice, and I feel nothing, I'm going to quit shooting. Okay. It's never happened in martial arts. There was always that there, which made me feel fully alive and ready to go. But some people don't like that feeling. They equate it with fear, but fear is necessary for human beings. All right, we do better when we have a bit of fear and we have a bit of anticipation. I'd like you to be, unless you're really afraid of this, I'd like you to be about like a kid riding a roller coaster. Okay, just enough, you know. Maybe you're riding a little roller coaster because you've never done it before. Maybe you've graduated to the big roller coaster. The anticipation is very much as important as the actual event. And that's what we want to work on, is getting you in an anticipatory response before you step to the line, and in being able to manage the emotional turmoil that becomes with these physiological pressures. The brain is secreting all sorts of unique chemicals, and it can go in two ways if we don't handle this right. All right. If we're in that good spot, it's going to be very helpful. We're going to process information. We won't feel pain to the same extent. We're going to see a bit quicker. We're going to get information to come together in a different way, and we're going to feel really good about it afterwards. But if we're in the other state, we're too aroused for this and we're too excited, we're going to feel overwhelmed and as if we just had a near-death experience. And just as bad, if I feel nothing, I didn't push. All right, I didn't push. I'm not challenging myself. I'm simply doing what I can do out of absolute boredom. And you will quit training. That's the path to burnout. Okay, guys. So the final key in all of this is stretching your skills versus your challenge ratio. I do this in class all the time with different shooters in the same drill. It's easy to do. The drill's not the problem. It's the approach to it. All right. If a newer shooter just needs something they can do well, an advanced shooter needs to work on a weakness that they need to stretch for and press. You have to figure these things out quickly. When you're training on your own, you're going to have to look for it. You want to feel that. You should have a little tremor in your hands. Your heart should move up a little bit. I've seen in image-based decisional drills, when people step up, even though it's not real and they're only going to look at a card, the heart rate goes up to 130 and beyond. So your body's reacting to danger as it should. Now listen, if I want to do well in a fight, I want that physiological reaction because it's going to be present when I fight. And I want to ride that, all right? That's where the struggle is. I want to be a part of that struggle, and I want to turn it into a wave that I surf instead of one I resist and don't want to happen. All right, guys, challenge skill ratio. That's what we're working on. Stretch yourself a little bit more than you're comfortable. Use all 4 of these videos. If you can step to the line and do these things, you're going to become a different performer. And the good news is this works everywhere. It's not just for shooting. Any athletic event, playing music, giving a speech, interacting in a social event can all use these things so that you pay attention, you're clearly present, and you know what your goals are. And as you do it, you challenge yourself to become a little bit better than you were yesterday. All right, I'm Brian Hill with The Complete Combatant. Of course, you can find us at thecompletecombatant.com and all our social media. And as always, measure, refine, and perform.